3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
My friends, it is Wednesday, and you know what that means? The Puff and Steph podcast. It also means that for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. Hi, Steph.
Hello.
What's happening on this fine hump day?
Not much.
So you still haven't seen the dog yet. We are working on it. I promise you.
You just need to bring him into the studio.
You know what? I thought about it today. I really did. But here's the problem. And maybe you have a solution. While we're doing the show, we have a lot of stuff in like this area. I just don't want him chewing on anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess you could hold him.
Oh, I guess I could. I was just going to say that.
I guess you could hold him.
I mean, if you really want me to, I guess I could. It's kind of a burden. But...
We're still working on potty training, obviously, so I worry about that a little bit. But it's not like when he goes to the bathroom, it's like he's little, so it's like a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. Bring carpet spray.
Yeah, we don't even need that, really.
No.
It usually picks up pretty quickly. And I mean, this isn't the most expensive carpet in here.
No, it's nothing fancy.
Yeah. All right, well, let me see what I can do.
Please. I want to squish his face.
I literally, no lie, today I was like, should I bring him into the studio to see Steph? I said, she'll love it. I know she will. However, what are we going to do with him while, we're recording this half-hour show?
I'll hold him.
You'll hold him? Okay. You'll take care of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can handle it.
Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. We're in the American Shaman of PA studio. Your mornings and workouts don't need to be sluggish. Get more energy and focus with CB Go. Try CB Go for only $15 at American Shaman of PA. It is Would You Rather. That means Would You Rather Wednesday. Or it is Wednesday. That means Would You Rather Wednesday. There we go. That's what I meant to say.
We know what you meant.
Yeah, I know. Remember how last week's was weird about the boomerang?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a weird one too. I don't know what it is. I'm on this weird kick. Instead of like overly dramatic, like who would you kill, your grandmother or your cousin? Like it's, like would you rather shoot? I'm not doing those right now.
Right.
I'm on the weird kick.
Okay.
And this is very weird. And last week I knew that you were going to pick the boomerang that gives you the $1 and not the boomerang that kills a random person.
One time, right.
Not random. It was one person of your choosing. But this one I'm curious. Would you rather have a clown only you can see that follows you everywhere and just stands silently in a corner watching you without doing or saying anything? That's the whole first part.
No, the answer is no.
Or have a real-life stalker who dresses like the Easter Bunny that everyone can see. So think about this. Either in your mind, you see a clown in the corner of any room you're in, right? It doesn't do or say anything. It's just always there. Or you're walking through the mall and behind you is someone dressed in an Easter Bunny costume always.
But everybody else can see.
Correct.
The clown, I was thinking I was definitely going to choose the second option after I heard the first one because I hate clowns.
Right. But I think, like anything, if it's around you enough, I think it would almost desensitize you.
That's true. You'd probably just get used to it. You'd be like, hey, Pennywise, what's up?
Yeah, whatever. What's up, clown friend? And maybe you won't be, lonely if you're in a room by yourself. Think about it. You told me that, you won't go out to eat by yourself. But what if your clown friend is with you the whole time?
But nobody else can see him.
No one else can see him. But you're just like, me and my clown friend.
Right. And if he just looks at you and doesn't actually try to murder you, then I guess he's not that scary.
He's not murder. He's not a murder clown. He's just a clown that's always there. Or everyone can see that Steph, anytime she goes anywhere, here comes her stalker Easter Bunny with you always. Go to a party. So it's Steph. It's actually Steph +1.
It's always a +1.
It's always a +1. Anytime she's out in public or everyone to see the Easter Bunny. Now, it doesn't seem like, according to this question, doesn't seem like he's dangerous in terms of he's not going to kill you one day.
Right. He's just always there.
It's just a person in an Easter Bunny costume that's with you all the time.
I think I would pick the Easter Bunny costume because at least other people could see him. And I would feel safer knowing, because otherwise I feel like you just feel insane and nobody else would see the clown. But if other people can see the Easter Bunny, I would feel safe. Because if he tried to attack me, other people would see and hopefully protect me.
So you're taking the clown?
No, the Easter Bunny.
You're taking the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
I'm taking the clown.
Are you?
A, not scared of clowns.
That's true. So it's not that bad.
And B, once I realized that the clown is there, but no one else can see, then it's fine. For me, it's the first couple of days when I'm like, there's a clown! And I just got to make sure that I don't say it to enough people where I get committed. You know, they don't call some sort of protective service on me that comes and brings me to
That's what I'm saying.
puts me in a padded cell with the clown.
Right.
Because then I'm never getting out of there. You don't see the clown? The clown's right there. He's going to be in here for a long time.
He needs a lot of help.
So as long as I can come to terms with the fact that no one else can see the clown, I'm going clown. I'm not feeling the Easter Bunny.
I'm feeling the Easter Bunny because I would feel safer knowing that other people can also see him.
Or maybe the Easter Bunny would be a protector. You never know.
That's true.
Stalker and be like, no, you don't touch her. You don't touch her.
My guardian angel.
No, guardian bunny. Imagine being so hungry and you order from like DoorDash or something and you're like, oh my God, and you follow them on the GPS on your phone.
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
Oh my God,
You're
I just made
watching.
the turn. They're in my development. Oh my God, it's going to be in my mouth soon. I can't wait.
So exciting.
Right?
Best
and
feeling
they
ever.
pull up to the house. You're like, okay, don't be the weirdo that hangs right by the door. Give it a little bit of time.
Act like you're not that hungry.
Right, yeah. And it's no contact, so you're like, okay, won't let them get in their car before you jump out of the front door and grab the food.
Yep.
Okay. So you get the knock. All right, you know it's there. You're like, my God, this is so close to being in my mouth. You open your door, and what's right there by your food? Rattlesnake.
By the food.
Right next to the food. That's exactly what happened to a woman in Arizona. Her Uber Eats delivery order was being watched over by a venomous western diamondback rattlesnake. The woman refused to pick up her food order after spotting the snake. She instead contacted Reptile relocation company, Rattlesnake Solutions. That's a real thing in Arizona.
That's a company?
Yeah. The rattlesnake relocator, Dave, reached the spot, rescued the snake, moved the snake, quickly captured, released into a nearby desert. How frustrating would that be? All you want. Pick. What would you order?
Ooh, probably Red Lobster.
Okay. So Red Lobster?
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
I haven't, but it just sounds really good right now. Cheddar Bay biscuits, coconut shrimp.
Interesting. Okay. So you go for Red Lobster, and you're like, oh my God, I am seconds away from Cheddar Bay heaven. This is coming, and you open your door, and it's right there, basically guarding your food. You can't reach down to pick it up because it's going to get you.
No, that's so frustrating.
It's like, oh my God, am I Indiana Jones? And you start thinking about ways to get the food. Like, okay, so it's on the other side of your glass door. Maybe if I can, like, does a glass door have a hinge? I can open up the top and get maybe get a coat hanger.
That's what I was thinking.
Coat hanger it up. Like, how do you do this?
I was thinking of like a long stick that you could kind of poke the snake away with.
Oh, so you're looking at like moving the snake and not getting your food.
Right, because I don't know how you'd be able to like grab onto it. I guess if it's in a bag with a handle.
Right, I'm thinking bag with handle, stick, coat hanger.
Actually, no, that's a good plan.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I've seen this. I've been sitting on the story for a day now. I have thought about it more. I actually thought about it as I was sleeping last night. Like, okay, so there's my front door. Somehow a snake got on my front porch. How would I get my food? And I thought about like cracking, like getting on the floor and cracking my door just slightly, and then like putting a stick out or a coat hanger and like trying to like lift the food and see if the snake would like get mad.
Right, that's the thing. I feel like it would move. It might come towards you. Mm-hmm. I can't. I can't even think about it.
I've thought about this way too much.
Apparently.
Way too much. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we have an immaculate conception? Maybe?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Indonesian police are investigating the bizarre case of a woman who claims that she became pregnant by a gust of wind.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
She's probably in a relationship. That's the woman, identified as 25-year-old Siti Zahaina, screwed that name up, apologize, also claims that she gave birth just an hour after realizing she was pregnant. She gave birth to a healthy baby girl in the town of Cianjur, located in southern Indonesia. The woman told local media she was in her living room, lying face down, when a gust of wind blew across her house, and she felt the wind enter her baby chute.
Yes.
If you will.
Yeah.
Okay. Just 15 minutes later, she said she began to experience pain in her stomach, which started to grow very quickly. She was rushed to a community health clinic where she gave birth to her child. Here's what we don't know. That's the whole story I have in front of me. Is she in a relationship with a guy?
Right.
Because my guess is the timing doesn't add up with something like, wait a second, you're having birth now, or you're giving birth now? But 9 months ago, I was on a business trip for like a 3 week. How did that happen? Gust of wind.
That's what
it was. A gust of wind that blew all up in me.
You know how that goes.
And all of a sudden, I was pregnant. Gust of wind.
That's what it was. Happens all the time.
Just how do you go about explaining this to someone?
Right. I feel like that is probably a factor in the situation.
But we don't know. I don't know the whole story, and that bothers
I know. We need more details. So many unanswered questions.
I'm going to go ahead and say something that might make some people mad. She's lying. I know, controversial.
What?
I know, it's controversial.
Poor girl.
I know. Yes. Poor girl. Believe women. Yes. She's lying.
No.
Yep. She did something that she doesn't think she was supposed to do. Now, I'm not judging her for doing that thing. You know, I'm saying she did something she wasn't supposed to do, so now she's saying a gust of wind did it.
She's trying to put on the Virgin Mary Act.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're trying to tell me that a gust of wind can't get somebody pregnant? I don't know if I believe that.
If it did, if it's possible, I missed that day in health class.
Same. Same.
Yeah.
We were all absent that day.
So that's not surprising ending that she's faking. Here's also not a surprising ending. A study backs up what men have been saying all along. Women are difficult to read. And you know who agrees with them? Women. Researchers at Indiana University showed video clips from 24 different speed dates. Okay? And then asked male and female participants 2 simple questions. 1, do you think the man was interested in this woman? And 2, do you think the woman was interested in this man? Their answers were then compared with the responses of the speed daters themselves. So they knew the answer.
Right.
The results show that both men and women are able to gauge a man's interest in a woman, but are equally baffled when it comes to figuring out the woman's interest in a man.
So women can't even figure out women.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. What are we supposed to do? These women are out here saying, well, he's just supposed to know what I'm doing. He's supposed to know. Maybe you're sending him weird signals. You ever thought about that? Maybe it's time to take ownership of your own freaking problems. Sorry. I know I'm being a real female basher this segment.
You really are. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that I do see your point. However,
here comes a but. However is a fancy way of saying but.
It is. It's a little I like to throw that in there for some
hey girl,
some
you
sparkle.
got a nice however.
I have talked to guys who are also very hard to read. And that's because guys have to play this game where it's like, they're interested because they reach out to you, but then they're playing this like, I'm too cool game. Like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess we can hang out if you want. And guys can be hard to read too because they have to be like so cool. And it's like not cool to show interest in someone you're interested in.
Really? Can they be hard to read?
Yeah.
You talk with your claps.
I know. Well, it's because I'm passionate about it because I think it's ridiculous that this game is played.
Well, let me give you a dude's side of things. There have been times, obviously not recently, but there were times when I was a single gentleman where I would go out with a young lady, and she would text me or something, the day after, and I would say to myself, okay, do I text her right back? Does it seem too eager? Do I seem too like is this gonna be like a turn off if I seem like desperate almost?
It's the game.
It is, and it's stupid because at the end of the day, and this is what I know. I wish I knew. You ever heard the term "youth is wasted on the young"?
Yes.
Okay. So what I know now is. No, if a girl texts you, text her back right away.
What?
If you're interested.
But that shows that you're interested.
Exactly. That sends her the correct signal.
Imagine that. Saying
that, yeah, did you have a good time? Yes, I did have a good time. Thank you. Like immediately. Immediately. Like there's nothing wrong with that, guys. There isn't. And
no,
here's the difference, I think, between men and women. And I think it boils down to biology and evolution. Yeah, we're going to get deep here. On these speed dating, women are trying to find, again, this is maybe even subconsciously, this is nature. Women are trying to find the most suitable mate. Okay? So they might hide their intention, knowing that in 2 minutes, that bell's going to ring on the speed date. You know how speed dating works, right?
Yeah.
That bell's going to ring on speed dating. So she doesn't want to give too much interest to this guy because she took a look and 3 bell rings down is a dude that she's really interested in. So this guy's kind of cool, but I'm not going to play it like I'm really interested in you unless this guy turns out to be a real D-bag, and then I'll go back to that guy. Because women can only get pregnant one at a time, right? For 9 months, takes up almost a full year. So they have to be picky, and they have to choose their potential mates more carefully. Where men, I can get a girl pregnant on a Monday, on a Tuesday, twice on Wednesday, a few over the weekend. When someone gets pregnant, when we're involved in the pregnancy, women are taking on all of it, and we're just starting the process.
Yep.
So if we're interested in you, we'll be like, yeah, no, awesome. One of the ways they could tell is if you're staring them in the eyes, and some of your facial tics, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're having what I'm doing right now. And men have no problem doing that to multiple women at a time because they're trying to, excuse my very blunt language, spread their seed.
I'm honestly lost.
No,
I mean, I get what you're saying.
So men can put out there that they're. I'm just thinking of the speed dating. So if there's 20 women in the speed date thing, and you're interested in 8, as men, we have no problem like giving that subconscious, clues.
Right. The interest.
That we're interested.
Yeah.
Because, in nature, we can potentially impregnate several women at a time. Where women are more guarded with their feelings, more guarded with their interest, because in this particular speed dating situation, they want to make sure they leave that speed date with the most suitable mate.
Right.
So they'll guard and maybe throw off, confusing signals.
Yeah, no, I think women can definitely be more guarded.
And then,
for good reason.
And then when that right guy comes along, maybe they'll be like a little bit more showy. Mm-hmm. Be like, okay, no, you're the one that I want to put the baby in me. But again, it's all subconsciously. Yeah. It's all like evolution in nature. We went deep on that one.
Wow, that was deep. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I base that on absolutely no science, but I'm just assuming that's what it is. The study's lead researcher says biological drive behind dating, finding an optimal mate for gene promotion. So, I mean, I'm kind of right. Gives women the reason to be elusive.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, fun fact, I did not read this whole article, including this last part here. So, me and the researcher agree with each other.
Look at that.
I know. I feel really special. All right. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This one's definitely not as scientific, and I'm not going to be a fake scientist, I promise.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decreased my back pain and relieved my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Life's all about balance. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the most important acts is balancing the adult's day-to-day existence, separating work and life balance. It's tough sometimes.
It's really hard.
Unfortunately, many modern workers just don't know how to take a break. I would say out of the two of us, there's at least one in this room. Me. I don't take vacations. Mm-hmm. Even on vacations, I'm like, I do work.
Yeah.
I DJ'd on my honeymoon.
Right. I remember that.
Even if, the work day is over, people are constantly checking their work emails. I mean, you're not technically at work right now, but between breaks, you check your work emails.
Oh, yeah, because I get them on my phone. I always answer them.
Yeah. Yeah. Survey also found, 4 in 10 adults can't stop working no matter where they are. That's what this study says. 40%. Survey also found that 1 in 6 employees spend more than 11 hours a week focusing on their job while outside the office, typically by checking their emails and making calls. Is this you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I have my emails on my phone, plus for the senators, I do their social media accounts.
Sure.
So that's not an 8 to 4 job.
So when we were at the radio station and you would take some time off and go to Florida, let's say, go visit Michael, did you leave work here in PA? Like, how good were you at that?
I think I did, but again, I got my work emails to my phone. So if someone had a question or something, I didn't consider it to be like necessarily a burden. But if it was like a quick question, I could answer it.
I remember, was it our honeymoon or our first anniversary? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But we met a couple from England, my wife and I, and we were talking to them at the bar at this resort. You know, and they're like, yeah, we're on holiday. And they have 2 weeks. They get 2 weeks straight where they were at this resort. And I'm like, oh, man, but, I mean, are you still working? And they looked at me like I had 3 heads. They're like, what?
Right. Things are different over there.
Well, do you say? No, I was like, are you still working? You getting emails or doing anything? They're like, no. We leave work at work and we go on vacation. It's not our problem. And I was like, what? What is that like?
Yeah. It's different over there. They don't work the way we do here in America.
No, I don't know if that's better or worse.
It's worse. It's definitely worse. Life is not meant to be so revolved around work.
I think it depends on your work.
I mean, yeah, if it's something you love, but you should be, regardless, you should be able to go on vacation
Because
and enjoy it.
That's the thing. Like, I was 15 years at that radio station. I never took vacations, ever. I lost vacation days every year. And people are going to be listening to this going, you're an idiot. And you know what? Hindsight? Yeah, maybe. Because when it came down to it, still got let go, no matter what I did for that place.
Yeah,
right?
sadly.
So, hindsight, yeah, I should have taken every second of my vacation. But I loved what I did.
Right, so it wasn't a horrible thing.
It wasn't like, I loved what I did, so I didn't, like, yes, it was nice to get away. It was nice to go someplace I'd never been before. But if the worst part about my life was I couldn't take a vacation, I could stay back on and entertain people, then I was all for it.
Right.
Now, if it was a job that I just liked or even, God forbid, hated, I'd be like, yep, vacation, taking every single minute. And you know, I don't regret not taking vacation, but, you know, hindsight, maybe I should have. I don't know. But I think if you really like your job, you don't worry about it as much, or you have no problem doing a little bit of work while on vacation.
Right.
If anything, for me, you know me, what kind of vacationer I am, give me a little bit of work to do because I'm going to be bored. Mm-hmm. My wife's on the beach reading, and I'm just like, is everybody got a microphone I can talk into? Maybe some turntables I can go wiki on or something.
You need to be busy.
I do need to be busy, so I don't really care if I'm in this 4 out of 10 or whatever. Time to stump Steph. According to a recent survey, over 60% of single women think this may be hindering their love life. Over 60% of single women may think that this may be hindering their love life. This is not a problem for you, Steph.
It's a negative thing about yourself?
I don't think it's necessarily a negative thing, but it could be, I guess. But me personally, this is going to surprise you that I don't think this is a negative thing. But, so that might throw you off a little bit.
Is it physical?
Nope. It's nothing involving you, your looks, your body, your job. Trying to think of what else.
Is it something you're in control of?
Yes. Trying to figure out what avenue to go down.
Yeah, I just have no idea.
Let's try to give you a hint. It involves something in your life.
Oh, a family member.
You could call it that.
Your dog.
No. I said this wouldn't be your problem.
Friends?
Nope. Closer with dog, though. Get it.
Not having a pet.
Nope.
Having a pet.
Yeah, but what kind?
Having a cat.
According to a recent survey, 60% of single women think that their cat may be hindering their love life.
What? Why? Why is your cat hindering your love life?
Maybe you're too into it. maybe
You don't want to go anywhere because you don't want to leave your cat.
yeah, maybe because cats can stink. Maybe you stink like your cat. I mean, who knows?
Right. Could
But
be a lot of things.
maybe it's not. You just think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, 60% of single women think this is hindering their life.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it is, but they think it is. In surveys, dogs were rated as the most attractive pet to have.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
This was named the least attractive pet.
Oh, geez. Is it a reptile?
No.
Is it a bird?
No.
Is it a farm animal? Like I have a horse or a pig or a cow.
Hey, want to come over to my house to see my horse? It's right next to the cow.
I would love to date someone who lives on a farm. I think that's awesome. But I don't know if people would think it would stink or
And cue Steph's DMs with farmers.
something. Farmers. It's something you keep in the house.
Yeah.
Fish.
Nope.
Is it a rodent?
Nope.
Not a reptile, not a rodent, not fish, not a bird.
And the reason you're not thinking of this is because you would never, ever have one. Ever in the history of ever.
Is it a cat?
No.
Oh, I'm like, am I missing the obvious one? And it's not a reptile?
Nope.
Why would I never have it?
Because you find these appalling and gross and scary.
A tarantula.
I'll give it to you. A spider.
Yeah, they're not even pets. They're not pets.
So, remember we did the Mid-Atlantic Reptile Expo?
Yes.
Like a year and a half ago almost.
That was fun.
It was fun, and we got to meet snakes and lizards, and remember the tarantula that crawled on my hand?
Yeah, that was disgusting. I can't believe you did that.
I was scared too. I didn't want to let anyone know, but I was a little scared.
Good. You know what? You're human.
I wasn't trembling, but I was like, oh my God, don't bite me. I'm going to sue. My wife's a lawyer.
They're disgusting.
They're not my favorite. I wouldn't have one. And if a guy, be honest, if a guy was like, let's say you go on a date with a guy, and you're like, I have a dog, and I have two dogs. I have Zoe, and I'm Miley, and they're amazing. I love them. And they're little faces. Right? So you'd say things like that.
Uh-huh.
And the guy's like, yeah, I got a pet too. Oh, tell me all about it. Is it a dog? No. Cat? No. Bird? Fish? Spider. All right. And then all of a sudden the SpongeBob icon or meme. All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, gotta go. Yeah, I it would be unfair of me to make that a solid deal breaker, but if there was like other things that were maybe not lining up, that would be something that would put me over the edge. Like, I'm not trying to go stay at your apartment in the next to a, what do they keep them in? Like cages?
Like a terrarium.
Yeah, no. I'm not coming over to your house ever.
So you would still date a guy even if he had a tarantula?
If he was literally perfect in every other aspect, I feel like it would be really ridiculous of me to make that a deal breaker. However, if we were to ever take it to the next step, that thing is not coming into our house together.
What if he was like, either the tarantula comes with me or I don't come?
Then you don't come. I would never have one of those things.
So it is a deal breaker.
When it comes to a long-term thing like that, yeah. I mean, I would just hope that the thing would die before we got to that.
Hey, I don't. Is there something? I looked I Googled this. Sorry, you just came home from work. I Googled this, and did you know that tarantulas spontaneously combust? Because yours just did. I don't know what happened, but it just lit on fire, and it's dead. So,
I'm so sorry.
I guess we should never get another one.
Darn.
Why don't we get a dog?
Yeah, get a dog instead. Exactly.
All right, we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic Wednesday. That's the podcast, Bort.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.